Back from my original video in March. It's the end of August now, so we're talking just about 5 months. And you can see my emerald green arborvitae pretty much almost doubled itself in size. The top's almost near the fence line, so it's moving fairly quick. I'm happy with that. Approximately 5.5 feet, maybe close to 6 feet, a couple of them. Uh, and they're filling in pretty nice, so I'm happy about that. They haven't started construction yet on the temple, the Jehovah's Witness Church. They did, however, start construction on some single-family housing off the other side there, which further enough away from me that I don't think that's going to be an issue when it comes to noise or anything like that. But I'm counting on these to obscure this vision of the church right over this fence, and obscure most of the fence there as well. And like I said, they're growing pretty lush, beautiful, tall. These are Eugenias I put down about that same time, in March. I said, not the same time I actually put down these. These would here maybe close to a year before the Eugenias, but I put the Eugenias here in March, 5 months ago. And they're growing pretty well too. I don't know if you see, I got a couple of topiaries actually shoved in between the regular Eugenias here. And that's because I put some of the Eugenias there, they had actually got diseased. And I tried to change them out with some other ones. And once again, the same thing. I'm not sure why, if it's just that spot or something, or maybe it's something that was in the soil. But I exchanged the soil and all, and I put the topiaries there. I'm hoping that, wouldn't be a big problem mixing the two there. Topiaries, they say 4 feet, 5 feet, but I've seen them grow a lot taller, so I'm not going to be concerned that way. Originally, that's what I wanted to put in all of these, because they're growing much thicker, and I wouldn't have to worry about that legging problem that I was talking about before. But either way, they haven't doubled in size, but I mean almost, pretty much almost 3/4 more than they were originally in 5 months. So I doubt if it'll be like my landscaper said, that they'd be up fence level in a year, but they're moving fast, so I'm not going to be super concerned about it. Okay. Foxtail ferns, doing good. The trunks on these two are still a little thin, but it's staying very healthy, the tree, so I'm not worried about it. And as before, these two are growing much more stronger. This one here, it's almost a monster, the girth of that. When you see it comparatively speaking to these. Here's my jasmine plant, Indian jasmine, still budding. I've had like 2 blooms already this year, so it's blooming constantly. You can get several blooms out of it, as long as I said keep it watered and fertilized properly. So I'm expecting another good one very soon, and it's really filling out. I'm letting it grow free right now. I'm not worried about trying to shape it or trim it enough like that. I wanted to thicken up quite a bit. So going back, I did add in some filler plants, as you see. Now this is that hibiscus that was on its way out, but it came back pretty well. Right now it's not blooming. It bloomed a couple times already, so it's between blooms right now. You see I got some yellow leafing there. May have to do a little fertilization there. These guys start to fill out a little bit more after I put a little fertilizer on them. I got to put a little more in there. I had this Japanese maple inside that pot. I have no success with the plants I get grab root by mail, so I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I had taken out the hedges that were here between this point here, and I put in this bougainvillea, which is working out pretty well. I'm just letting it do its own thing until it fills out. It's not flowering at this moment, but it did a couple of times already. okay. Right now my double knockout roses don't look super pretty. They were looking really, really good not that long ago. What happened is I was relying on just the rainfall. I didn't water it, and looked like it dried out a bit. But I'm starting to realize that even when we get good rain once or twice a week, it's probably a good idea to keep a close eye on and do some hand watering also. Now this is my double hibiscus, which was a little iffy after it was transplanted. I mean, really, really filled out, really beautiful, really healthy, and had some really knockout double hibiscus on it. Didn't bloom not too long ago, so I'm expecting that to be coming again very soon. Matter of fact, I think you can see some nice buds starting already, very small. Not going to get too much into this stuff here. You've seen it before. It's still what it is. But here, once again, these Eugenias here that I was complaining about wasn't full enough, and I was going to fertilize a little more and make sure it stays watered properly. It is starting to fill out nicely, so I'm happy about that. Now these flowers here, I'm not sure what they're called, but you know, they're must have been put in some time ago, maybe even before the Eugenias, and I would just trim the top of the Eugenias and cut them all off. But this time I decided to trim around them and just let them stick out a little bit. Yeah, just for a change. So things are pretty much moving pretty well. I'm just looking forward to having these Eugenias move fast and grow tall, and I'm really happy, like I said, with the progress on the emerald green arborvitae. You know, they're moving very quick. It's supposed to be a medium growth plant, a foot a year or so, but I think it's doing a whole lot more than just a foot a year. What we didn't see in the last video is my beautiful avocado tree and my mango tree. And I planted these both from seeds, from fruits gotten from a friend's tree. And even though the fruits there was really, really good, I was told that you can't be super confident that these fruits will be just as well, just because they're planted from the tree, from their seed. Anyway, yeah, these things, I can't tell you that they're just barely over 2 years old from seed, and look how tall and great they are. It's just unbelievable. And this avocado tree here, I actually cut this, I hard pruned this down to nothing at one point, and I think within 2 months, it's back like this here. I'm trying to also keep those cut trimmed so they stay low. I'm not sure if that's going to work out for me, but so far it looks pretty good. It's been hanging low. I'm going to keep trimming the tops off so I can keep it at that 7.5 foot level. Well, here we go.